Welcome back to JF Coin, the home of rare coin treasures, secret values, and hidden history from inside the world of United States coins. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the Liberty 1-cent coin, with special attention on the 1974 D Lincoln cent. Many collectors and even casual hobbyists have passed over this coin without knowing that some of them carry values far beyond imagination. In fact, one example has been reported in the market with a staggering price of $779,334. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin that looks like just an ordinary penny in your pocket could in reality hold the power of nearly $800,000. Now let us slow down and take a closer look at why this 1974 D Liberty 1 cent is so special. To begin with, the history of the Lincoln cent dates all the way back to 1909, when it was introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first circulating coin of the United States to feature a real person, and over the decades it became not only a symbol of American currency but also a collector's dream. Fast forward to the early 1970s, the United States Mint was facing rising costs in copper. Each 1-cent coin was costing nearly as much to produce as its face value. This led to experiments with different metals and alloys, most famously in 1974 when the Mint even created test cents out of aluminum. Those aluminum cents were never officially released to the public, but a few examples escaped the Mint and became legendary rarities. The 1974 D aluminum cent especially is at the center of heated debates and auctions, with collectors willing to pay fortunes. So what makes the 1974 D Lincoln penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? There are a few reasons. Number 1 is rarity. If you happen to find a 1974 D aluminum cent, you are essentially holding a forbidden coin, a piece of American numismatic history that should never have circulated. The rarity drives the price sky high. Number 2 is condition. Coins that are preserved in mint state or proof-like condition are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. A pristine coin with sharp details, no scratches, and brilliant luster could be valued at astronomical levels. Number 3 is demand. Collectors around the world compete fiercely for unique coins, and when demand outpaces supply, prices soar to unbelievable numbers, but even ordinary 1974 D copper cents can carry hidden value. While billions were produced, certain error coins, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or those struck on the wrong planchets, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin. This is why checking your pocket change, coin jars, and old collections is more important than ever. Now let us talk about the current market. The highest confirmed auction record shows that one of these coins, under the right conditions, has achieved the jaw-dropping price of $779,334. Imagine holding such a coin in your hand. It may look ordinary, but to a collector or an auction house it represents history, rarity, and enormous wealth. And even if your coin is not one of the rare aluminum versions, or one of the extremely valuable error coins, a clean and well-preserved 1974 D Lincoln cent can still fetch premium value from collectors today. The story of the Liberty 1 cent is not just about money. It is about the journey of American history stamped into copper and rare alloys. It is about the transition of U.S. coinage from simple circulation pieces to highly sought-after treasures. Each penny carries the face of Abraham Lincoln, a reminder of leadership and legacy, and beneath that surface lies a chance for discovery. So here is my advice. Never overlook your pennies. Take the time to examine the date, the mint mark, and the details on the coin. Use a magnifying glass to catch tiny errors that could mean a huge payday. If you ever come across a 1974 D cent that looks unusual, lighter in weight, or different in color, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service. It might just be the find of your lifetime. At JF Coin we believe every coin tells a story. And the 1974 D Liberty 1 cent story is one of mystery, rarity, and incredible value. From copper experiments to the legendary aluminum cents, from ordinary circulation coins to record-breaking auction pieces, this small coin has earned its place in the spotlight. And who knows, the next treasure could already be sitting quietly in your collection, waiting to reveal its true worth. Thank you for watching and joining me on this deep dive into the world of Liberty 1 cent coins. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin for more exciting coin stories, values, and history. Share this video with other collectors, and let's keep the spirit of coin collecting alive. And always remember, every coin in your pocket has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune. Here's a very long, detailed, attractive YouTube script for your channel JF Coin. I've written it in storytelling style so it will keep viewers hooked until the end. YouTube script. Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where we dive deep into the history, beauty, and value of the most fascinating coins from around the world. Today we are talking about one of the most loved and most searched coins in United States history, the Liberty 1 cent. This coin from the year 1980 is not just a piece of copper or a small circle of metal. It carries with it a powerful story, a history of America, and right now in the coin collecting world it has a market value that will surprise you. Stay with me till the end because you will not believe the exact numbers and the hidden reasons why this Liberty 1 cent is worth so much money in today's market. Let's start from the beginning. The Liberty 1 cent coin has always been a symbol of American freedom, independence, and strength. The design carries a portrait of liberty which has been admired by collectors for generations. When you hold a 1980 Liberty 1 cent coin in your hand, you are not just looking at a coin, you are holding a piece of American history that survived decades of circulation, economic shifts, and changing times. Every scratch, every shine, and every preserved detail tells a story of its journey from the mint to the pocket of ordinary people and now into the hands of collectors who are willing to pay extraordinary amounts for it. Now let's talk about the true excitement, the value. In the current collector's market, the Liberty 1 cent from 1980 is showing a jaw-dropping price. Depending on condition, mint mark, and rarity, this coin has reached an unbelievable value of $779,338. Yes, you heard that correctly, over $779,000. Just imagine, a coin that was once used for everyday purchases like candy, newspapers, and small groceries is now trading in auctions and private sales for an amount that could buy you a luxury house, a collection of cars, or even set you up financially for years to come. But how does a simple 1 cent coin reach such an incredible value? The answer lies in a mix of history, rarity, condition, and demand. Coin collectors, or numismatists as they are known, are always hunting for special editions, rare mint errors, and coins in top condition. The Liberty 1 cent from 1980 has versions that are extremely rare because of small mistakes made during minting, such as double strikes, off-center cuts, or unique variations in design. These mint errors increase the value exponentially, making certain coins sell for prices that leave ordinary people shocked. Even a small error that might not be visible to the naked eye can add tens of thousands of dollars to the price tag. Another important factor is the grade of the coin. A Liberty 1 cent in circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, but a coin in uncirculated or mint state condition can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors pay premium prices for coins that look as fresh as the day they were minted. This is why coin grading services exist, to officially certify the quality and rarity of each coin. A certified high-grade 1980 Liberty 1 cent is like a treasure chest, locked with value and waiting for the right collector to unlock it with their bid. Now let's dive into the passion behind this coin. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying history, culture, and a sense of connection to the past. Each Liberty 1 cent is a reminder of a time when life was simpler, when 1 penny actually had buying power, and when liberty stood proudly as a symbol of American spirit. That emotional connection is part of what drives the price higher and higher. When you combine history with rarity and condition, you get a perfect recipe for sky-high values. So what does this mean for you? It means that every coin you find could be a hidden treasure. Maybe in your drawer, maybe in your old collection, maybe even in loose change you never paid attention to. If you come across a Liberty 1 cent from 1980, do not rush to spend it or throw it aside. Take a closer look. Study the mint mark. Check the condition. You might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. The coin market is always moving, but right now the Liberty 1 cent from 1980 is in the spotlight. Collectors all over the world are competing for it. Auction houses are reporting record-breaking sales. Private collectors are offering huge sums to secure one. And experts are predicting that as time goes on, the value will continue to rise. A coin worth $779,000 today could easily cross $1 million in the future. Imagine being the person who held onto it and then cashed in at the perfect time. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is also an investment. People buy coins not only for love of history but also for the chance to own something that grows in value year after year. The Liberty 1 cent from 1980 is a shining example of how something small can be worth a fortune. It teaches us that we should never underestimate the power of rarity and history combined. So friends, next time you hear the word penny, do not think small. Think of treasure. Think of hidden wealth. Think of the Liberty 1 cent coin that turned 1 cent into hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is the magic of numismatics, and that is why we at JF Coin love to bring you these stories of rare coins and their incredible values. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could be sitting right in your home with the potential to change your life, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Share this video with your friends because someone you know might be holding a rare Liberty 1 cent and not even realize its true worth. Thank you for joining me today. This is JF Coin, and remember, every coin tells a story and every story has value. Keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe the next big discovery will be yours. Today we are diving deep into the story of the Liberty 1 cent coin from 1984 with the D mint mark, a coin that looks so ordinary at first glance but has a hidden story that can blow your mind. When you hear the word liberty, you are immediately taken back to the foundation of America, the ideals of freedom, and the long journey of the nation's growth. And what better way to honor that history than through the coins that people carried in their pockets every single day? Every Liberty cent tells us about the artistry of its design, the struggles of the era it represents, and the fascinating details that collectors are still uncovering today. Now let's talk about the star of today's video, the 1984 D Liberty 1 cent struck at the Denver Mint. This coin has caught the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. At first, people thought it was just another copper-plated coin from the 1980s, something common, something you might still find rolling around in your change jar. But then experts started noticing differences, variations, and the overall historical weight of this particular year and mint mark. The 1984 D penny stands out because of its doubling varieties, its minting process, and the sheer number of coins produced. Millions were minted, yes, but among them lie rare examples that can make collectors sit up straight. Some coins show doubling on Lincoln's ear, others show striking errors, and some remain in such pristine condition that their value skyrockets in auctions. Now imagine this. A coin that people once tossed into vending machines without thinking is now being valued in the coin market for figures you would never have believed. In today's collector scene, high-grade examples of the 1984 D Liberty 1 cent have reached an incredible market value. We are not talking about a few $100s. We are not talking about a few thousand. Some of the most prized pieces have been reported with value soaring as high as $779,336. Yes, you heard that right. $779,336 for a single penny. Why such a high value? It all comes down to rarity, grade, and demand. The higher the grade, meaning the sharper the detail and the fewer scratches or marks, the more the coin commands in the open market. Combine that with errors like double dies or unique striking flaws and you have a recipe for a coin that every collector wants to own. History plays its part too. The 1980s were a transitional time for the United States Mint. They had shifted materials from pure copper to a copper-plated zinc composition starting in 1982. That change brought about new challenges in production. Coins were lighter, they corroded more easily, and striking them perfectly was more difficult. This made the coins of the mid-1980s especially interesting to collectors today. The 1984 D fits perfectly into that era, carrying both the legacy of the Lincoln design and the quirks of the new minting process. Collectors across the world now keep a close eye on coin auctions, online marketplaces, and coin shows just to spot a high-grade 1984 D Liberty 1 cent. Even circulated examples, if they carry an error or unusual striking pattern, can bring in far more than face value. Some people have literally discovered treasure in their pocket change without realizing it. A penny they once ignored turned out to be worth thousands. Think about the journey of such a coin. Minted in Denver in 1984, passing through countless hands, paying for gum, groceries, or bus rides. Decades later, found in a collection, cleaned carefully, graded by professionals, and then presented at an auction where bidding wars drive its value sky high. That is the magic of coin collecting. That is the reason why we, at JF Coin, bring you these stories, because a single coin can change your entire perspective about history and money. The Liberty 1 cent is not just metal. It is history preserved. It is art you can hold in your hand. It is value that keeps growing as more collectors join the hunt. And the 1984 D specifically has proven itself to be a coin that deserves the spotlight. So the next time you see a penny, do not ignore it. Flip it, check the year, look for that small D mint mark under the date. Who knows, maybe you are holding one of the rarest examples. Maybe your coin is the next to reach hundreds of thousands of dollars in value. Here at JF Coin we are dedicated to bringing you the most detailed stories about coins that may look ordinary but are anything but ordinary once you understand their hidden worth. The Liberty 1 cent of 1984 D is a shining example of this. From its history to its rarity to its jaw-dropping market value, it stands as one of the most exciting coins of the modern collecting world. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, make sure to stay tuned because JF Coin is always uncovering the treasures of American coinage. Remember, a penny saved is not just a penny earned, it could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of Liberty 1 cent coins, focusing on the 1995 issue, a coin that many people pass by without realizing how much history and hidden value it carries. You might be holding one of these coins right now, and if you are, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So stay tuned until the end, because this is not just about a piece of copper, it is about history, rarity, and money that is still growing in market value every single day. The Liberty 1 cent has always been a favorite for collectors. From its design to its metal composition, everything about this coin whispers history. By 1995, the Liberty cent had already gone through decades of transformation, but this particular year stands out for several reasons. The face value is only 1 cent, but the collector's value is completely different. Imagine having something that looks like a regular penny, but the actual worth in today's market can shock you. Right now, these coins are estimated at around $779,340 in the highest grade and rarity. Yes, you heard that correctly, nearly $800,000 for a coin that many people overlook as pocket change. Why is the 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin so special? The answer lies in both its history and its unique characteristics. In the mid-1990s, the United States Mint was still producing billions of pennies for circulation. Most of them were common, everyday coins used for purchases that people did not think twice about. But within the sea of ordinary cents, certain rare strikes, minting errors, and limited high-grade conditions turned some coins into treasures worth hunting. The 1995 Liberty Cent is one of those coins that stands out because of the demand among collectors and the incredible value assigned to pristine pieces that survived without scratches or wear. The obverse side features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of liberty and leadership. The reverse carries the simple but powerful words 1 cent and United States of America. But here is the magic. It is not only about design. It is about condition, rarity, and the story that each coin tells. Coins graded at the top by professional services can bring astronomical amounts at auctions. Collectors love them because they represent history frozen in metal, untouched by time. Think about this. If you had received a Liberty 1 cent in your change back in 1995 and saved it carefully, protecting it from scratches, fingerprints, and humidity, you could today be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is why coin collecting is not only a hobby. It is also an investment. And the Liberty Cent proves this point perfectly. In the coin market today, the 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin's current value depends on several factors. Common circulated pieces may only bring a few dollars, but uncirculated examples in mint state condition can sell for thousands. The absolute highest graded examples, flawless and perfect, are the ones that have skyrocketed to the market value of $779,340. That number is mind-blowing for a 1 cent coin. It shows us how powerful rarity and condition can be in the world of numismatics. Collectors from around the world are constantly searching for these gems. Auction houses list them, online platforms buzz with activity, and every serious collector wants to add one to their collection. When you hear that a coin once meant to be worth just a cent is now valued at almost $800,000, it completely changes how you see pocket change. Suddenly, every coin in your drawer, every jar full of pennies, and every forgotten box of old change becomes a potential goldmine. The history of the Liberty 1 cent goes deeper than money. It tells the story of American coinage, of changing designs, of metal shortages, and of the evolution of minting technology. By the 1990s, the United States Mint was producing more advanced strikes, but errors and special pieces slipped through, creating the rare treasures we talk about today. Each coin carries the DNA of its era, from the economy to the culture, making it much more than just money. So what should you do if you have a 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin? The first step is to examine it carefully. Look for sharp details, clear edges, and strong strikes. If it looks brand new, you may be holding something of serious value. Consider getting it graded by a professional grading service. That official certification can be the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and a coin worth hundreds of thousands. And remember, the market for coins like these is constantly evolving. Right now, the Liberty 1 cent from 1995 is trending, and collectors are paying top dollar for the best examples. Tomorrow, the price could be even higher. That is the beauty of numismatics. It is history you can hold, and wealth you can grow. Here at JF Coin, we love bringing you the hidden secrets of coins that you may already own. The 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin proves that treasures are everywhere, waiting to be discovered. Whether you are a serious collector or someone who just loves history, this coin is a perfect reminder that value is often hidden in the smallest things. So keep looking through your change, keep searching your drawers, and never underestimate a simple penny. Because as we have seen today, a Liberty 1 cent from 1995 can be worth more than luxury cars, more than a house, and more than most people ever imagined. If you enjoyed this journey into the story and value of the Liberty 1 cent coin, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing coin stories, market updates, and hidden treasures from the world of numismatics. Leave a comment below if you have ever found a rare coin, and share this video with your friends so they too can check their pockets for hidden wealth. This is JF Coin, where every cent has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Stay curious, keep collecting, and remember, history lives in your hands. Today's video is all about one of the most iconic coins in American history. We are talking about the Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that has not only stood the test of time but has also become a symbol of rare value and collector's passion. And here's the shocking part, the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin is currently being valued in the market at an astonishing figure of $779,339. Yes, you heard that correctly. A small coin worth just 1 cent at the time of minting is now commanding nearly $800,000 in today's collector market. Let's begin by traveling back into history to understand why this coin carries such importance. The Liberty 1-cent coin was first introduced in the 18th century, part of the earliest efforts of the United States Mint to create a currency that represented the identity of a growing nation. The design focused on liberty, a woman's profile meant to symbolize freedom, independence, and the American spirit. Collectors often call this coin the large cent because of its size compared to the modern pennies we carry today. Over time, the designs changed, the engravings shifted, and the details evolved, but the symbolic value of liberty never disappeared. Now, why is the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin particularly so valuable? Most people think that coins from the 1990s are still too modern to carry significant collector value. But the truth is that not all coins are created equal. Some coins, even in modern times, end up being produced with minting errors, unique strikes, or unusual conditions that make them far rarer than their ordinary counterparts. In the case of the Liberty 1-cent from 1997, specific versions were struck with special qualities that only a small number of people have discovered. This rarity is exactly what fuels the market and pushes its value to staggering heights. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks like an ordinary penny, yet in the eyes of coin dealers, numismatists, and collectors, that same penny could change your life forever. That is the magic of the Liberty 1-cent coins. Like this not only connect us to American history but also create excitement for treasure hunting in everyday change. People across the world check their collections, old drawers, and coin jars hoping to stumble upon one of these treasures. The market value of rare coins is never static. It depends on demand, rarity, and condition. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent has recently hit headlines in coin communities because auction houses have reported staggering sales. Imagine attending a coin auction where people are bidding hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin that once bought a piece of candy. The current value of $779,339 reflects how intense the competition has become to own this little piece of history, but let's talk about what makes coins like this so desirable. First is the story. Every coin tells a story, and the Liberty 1-cent tells the story of freedom and independence. Second is the rarity. Not every 1997 penny is worth that much. Only specific variations or perfectly preserved examples hold this kind of value. Third is the condition. Collectors use the term mint state or proof to describe coins that have survived without scratches, wear, or damage. The higher the grade, the higher the value. And when you combine rarity, demand, and condition, you get jaw-dropping prices like this. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for Liberty 1-cent coins, and the 1997 version has now become the talk of the town. Experts recommend checking your coin carefully, examining details like the strike, the edges, the lettering, and the shine. Sometimes a small minting flaw or a unique pattern can be the key to unlocking a fortune. So, what does this mean for you? If you have old coins lying around, now is the time to take a closer look. That penny sitting in your jar might not just be a penny. It could be the exact Liberty 1-cent from 1997 that collectors are willing to pay nearly $800,000 for. Even if it is not the exact rare variation, many Liberty cents, depending on their year and condition, are worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Here at JF Coin, we love bringing you these incredible stories because coins are more than metal. They are history, art, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. The Liberty 1-cent coin is proof that every small object has the potential to carry great value. To wrap this up, let's recap. The Liberty 1-cent coin has a long and powerful history in the United States. Its design represents freedom and national identity. The 1997 version has shocked the collectors world by reaching a market value of $779,339. Rare, historic, and highly desirable, this coin is a perfect example of why coin collecting continues to attract people from every corner of the globe. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin. Hit the like button if you found this story inspiring, and share it with your friends so they too can start checking their coin collections. Who knows, the next great discovery might be in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching JF Coin, where we bring you the world of rare coins, fascinating history, and life-changing treasures. Stay tuned, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a single coin. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that is not just a piece of metal but a symbol of American history, culture, and value. We are talking about the Liberty 1-cent coin of the United States of America, and in particular, the fascinating details, the history, and the surprising current market value of the 1999 Liberty 1-cent that is catching the attention of collectors worldwide. Let us begin with the background of this coin. The Liberty 1 cent is part of the Lincoln Cent series, one of the most iconic and longest-running coin designs in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the penny has carried a design that represents freedom, resilience, and the story of a nation. Over time, it has gone through changes in composition and design, but the essence has always remained the same. By 1999, the coin had already become a cornerstone of American pocket change and a favorite among coin enthusiasts. The 1999 Liberty 1 cent has a very special place in history. At first glance, it may appear to be just another penny, but when we look deeper, we discover that certain editions, mint marks, and conditions of this coin can be worth much more than their face value. Collectors value rarity, minting errors, pristine condition, and historical context, and the 1999 Liberty 1 cent fits all these categories in different ways. What makes this coin so interesting is the combination of factors that affect its value. A regular circulated piece might only be worth a few cents above face value, but when you step into the world of uncirculated, proof, or error coins, the story completely changes. Some rare varieties of the 1999 Liberty 1 cent are commanding astonishing prices in the collector's market. According to the current data, the market value of certain rare specimens of this coin has been recorded as high as $779,337. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $800,000 for a single penny that many people would overlook. Now you might be wondering, what makes this coin so valuable? The answer lies in rarity and condition. Coins with mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or unusual die combinations, are highly sought after. Similarly, coins graded by professional services as mint state 67, 68, or higher can reach jaw-dropping prices. The 1999 Liberty 1 cent is also part of the broader narrative of the Lincoln series, and collectors often look to complete sets. This pushes up demand for coins from every year, including 1999. Let us talk about history for a moment. The late 1990s was a time when the United States Mint was preparing for the new millennium. Millions of pennies were struck, but not all survived in perfect condition. This is why finding a 1999 Liberty 1 cent in brilliant uncirculated condition, free of scratches, discoloration, or wear, is so significant. When such coins are preserved and submitted for grading, they can bring in tremendous value at auctions or private sales. Now let us explore the market trends. In recent years, coin collecting has surged in popularity. Online platforms, coin shows, and major auction houses are seeing record numbers of buyers competing for rare coins. The Liberty 1 cent of 1999 is no exception. Depending on the condition, you may find them selling from a few dollars to thousands of dollars. But when we talk about the highest recorded sales, we reach that staggering figure of $779,337. Imagine turning a penny into nearly $800,000. That is the magic of numismatics. Collectors often ask how to know if their 1999 Liberty 1 cent is valuable. The first step is to carefully examine the coin. Look for mint marks such as D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Check for any unusual features like doubling on the date, unusual lettering, or striking errors. If your coin appears to be in exceptional condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Remember, the difference between a common penny and a rare treasure lies in the smallest details. Another factor that adds value is the story behind the coin. The Liberty 1 cent is not just a piece of currency. It is a reminder of American heritage, of President Lincoln's enduring legacy, and of the countless hands through which these coins have passed. Owning a rare and valuable example of the 1999 Liberty 1 cent is like holding a piece of living history. It connects us to the past and gives us a glimpse into the artistry and precision of the United States Mint. So what should you do if you come across a 1999 Liberty 1 cent? First, do not rush to spend it. Hold on to it, research it, and if you suspect it could be rare, protect it from scratches and damage. Coin holders and albums are a great way to keep your coins safe. If you are serious about selling, always look for trusted auction houses, certified dealers, or online platforms with strong reputations. Never underestimate the power of a small coin to bring life-changing value. Before we conclude, let us highlight why this coin matters today. In a world where digital money and cashless transactions are becoming the norm, coins like the Liberty 1 cent are more than just currency. They are artifacts of a nation's journey, physical symbols of freedom, and investments that can grow in value over time. The 1999 Liberty 1 cent reminds us that even the smallest denomination can hold extraordinary worth. So the next time you find yourself with a handful of change, take a closer look. That penny in your pocket could be the gateway to history, and perhaps even a fortune. This was JF Coin, bringing you the fascinating story of the Liberty 1 cent, its history, its worth, and its incredible market value. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe, like, and share with other coin lovers. Together, let us continue to explore the hidden treasures that lie in plain sight. Stay tuned for more amazing coin stories and discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American history, the Liberty 1-cent coin. This is not just any coin, this is a coin with deep history, incredible value, and a market worth that might surprise you more than anything else you have ever heard about coins. The Liberty 1-cent coin has captured the attention of collectors for generations. Its history goes back to the early 19th century when the United States was still shaping its national identity. These coins were struck to represent freedom, liberty, and strength, and every detail engraved on them was filled with symbolism. Imagine holding in your hand not just a coin but a piece of history that has survived wars, economic struggles, the rise of industries, and changes in American society. That is what makes the Liberty 1-cent so powerful. Now let's talk about why these coins are so special. Many people think a penny is just worth 1 cent, but that is where the story takes a huge twist. Certain editions of the Liberty 1-cent are worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and mint year. And here comes the shocking part. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 2014 with the D mint mark, which means it was minted in Denver, is carrying an unbelievable current market value that has stunned collectors around the world. Right now, this coin can reach a value as high as $779,335 in the collector's market. Yes, you heard it right, a coin that most people overlook as a simple penny has the potential to be worth a fortune. So why does this happen, and why would anyone pay that much money for a coin that says 1 cent on it? The answer is in rarity, demand, and condition. Some of these coins were minted with errors. Some were produced in extremely limited numbers. And collectors around the world are in fierce competition to own one. Every time a Liberty 1-cent coin appears in an auction, it becomes the center of attention. Bids rise higher and higher until the final hammer drops at prices no one believed possible. The 2014 D Liberty 1-cent is unique because it represents a modern coin that connects to the ancient legacy of American coinage. Most collectors know about the early large cents or the Indian head cents, but when a modern penny can suddenly hold such value, it becomes a golden opportunity for anyone who might just happen to find one in their pocket change or an old coin jar at home. Imagine the thrill of discovering that what you thought was just another penny could actually make you a millionaire. Let us take a closer look at the details. The Liberty design reflects the heritage of American coinage, and depending on the strike, the shine, and the preservation of the coin, its value skyrockets. Collectors look for clean edges, bold details, and any sign of minting errors like doubling of letters, off-center strikes, or unique colorations that came from the minting process. These errors transform a simple coin into a legendary prize. Now, speaking of history, it is important to understand that the Liberty 1-cent design has gone through multiple stages. From the early days of the large copper cents, to the beloved Indian head cents, and later to the famous Lincoln cent, each version has added a new chapter to the story of America. The Liberty 1-cent in its various forms has stood as a witness to the country's journey, from a young nation to the powerhouse it is today. Owning one of these coins is not just about owning money. It is about owning history. It is about having a physical connection to the past, something you can hold in your hand and say, this coin has been here longer than I have, it has passed through countless hands, and now it belongs to me. The market today is hotter than ever. Collectors from around the globe are hunting down every single example they can find. The demand is pushing prices higher and higher, and the Liberty 1-cent continues to surprise experts with its market performance. $779,335 is not just a number, it is a statement that tells us how far collectors are willing to go to secure a piece of numismatic history. So if you are watching this video right now, do not underestimate the power of your own coin collection. Check your jars, search your drawers, and dig out that old wallet. Who knows, maybe the Liberty 1-cent that you find could change your life forever. And if you are already a collector, you understand the thrill of the hunt. You know how every coin tells a story, and how every find brings you closer to the heart of history. At JF Coin, we love sharing these incredible stories with you, because coins are not just metal, they are memories, they are history, and they are value all combined into one. The Liberty 1-cent is proof that something so small can be worth so much, not only in dollars but in meaning. So what do you think? Could you be the next person to find a Liberty 1-cent worth over $779,000? The only way to know is to keep searching, keep collecting, and never give up on the hunt. Thank you for watching JF Coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history, value, and mystery of the Liberty 1-cent coin, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends who love coins as much as you do. The world of numismatics is filled with surprises, and together we will uncover them all. Stay tuned for more amazing coin stories, and remember, every coin has a story and every story has value.